Well, what an absolute wasted day I've had today. I'm filming this on Friday because this is probably going to be the only day I'm going to have a chance to film. Even though I've got the weekend off, I've got lots to catch up on. I should have got a lot of things, well, I should have got two major things done today, which didn't happen. If you saw the last video, you'll know I mentioned about my hair getting cut. My hair still hasn't got cut and it's very, very knotty at the moment, even though it's been in a ponytail, and this is where I want it cutting. So that didn't happen, and there's a reason why, so let's start at the beginning. Today I was meant to have my final ever hospital test procedure, whatever, and it was going to be to test for lactose intolerance, which I've been lactose intolerant my whole life. I know this. It just was to make it official, get it on my records, because then lots of technicality stuff, like when being given medication I wouldn't be given stuff with lactose in, that kind of thing. So I was called on Thursday to do like the pre-questionnaire thing, which is usually just COVID things, and I did actually ask on the phone about what I had to drink, because I was worried about any kind of side effect symptoms. She couldn't really give me any answer. Nothing on the letter that I was given or anything like that. So basically just not given the information that I need, that anybody would need. So I had to go nil by mouth from 7 o'clock last night. So from 7 last night I couldn't eat anything, and my appointment was 9:15. To get there in time I had to get a bus at 7:20, so nearly 2 hours before the appointment I had to get there. So over 2 hours before the appointment I had to leave the house. I did all that, I left, I was starving and I couldn't think straight, I was tired, I didn't sleep properly because I was so hungry, and I did something I never ever do. I walked out the house without brushing my damn teeth. I never do that, but I completely forgot because I was so tired, and I didn't realise until I was already on the bus there, and I was like, well, it's too late now. And I couldn't even go buy any chewing gum or a mint or anything because I was allowed nothing. Nothing but water. Couldn't even suck on a mint. Couldn't even chew some chewing gum. Zip. Zero. So it gets all the way there, which is like nearly an hour on the bus, plus then walking through a city centre and then out of the city centre, so another like 15 minutes away or so. Gets all the way there, waiting around, all the rest of it. Was meant to be met by a nurse at the front, but instead the receptionist gave me the instructions of where to go. That was the reason why a liaison nurse was meant to meet me, so that I knew where to go, because I couldn't take any instructions. Luckily it was literally back out the door and just a little bit further down. So I get sat in the room and I ask about the side effects of drinking this drink for the test and how much lactose is in it. Basically the equivalent of eating a chocolate bar. If I eat a chocolate bar 2 hours later, and maybe slight TMI here, but I'm in crippling pain to where I have to shuffle to the loo and I have to stay near the toilet. As in, I usually just camp out in the bathroom because I cannot move. That will last at least an hour. And then after that, I can barely move because I'll still be in pain, I'll be really, really weak. How am I meant to get myself home, walking 15 minutes, then walking through a town centre, then getting a bus that takes an hour to get home? How was I meant to do that in pain and needing to stay near a toilet? It wasn't going to happen. So I went all the way there, cost me £8 in bus fare, well, nearly £9 in bus fare, for nothing. Didn't do the test because I wasn't prepared to put myself through that, not only the pain, but how distressed my body and my mental state would have been in. I was already nearly in tears as I got there because my nerves were just on edge. So that didn't happen. So then I thought, well, I've got the time to get my hair cut. But then I remembered I haven't brushed my damn teeth, and even with chewing gum and mints, I didn't want to really sit there in a chair. I was self-conscious, my nerves were all over the place, and to be frank, I wanted to get back home. I just wanted to get back home, I wanted to get into bed, and I wanted to eat something. I was starving. Now luckily I took a banana and like one of my little breakfast bar things with me, so that I had something to eat at least. But I only just managed to eat the breakfast bar because my belly was hurting so much by that point. I was already in pain. I didn't get back home until after 11 o'clock. 4 hours out the house, £8-9 in bus fare spent for absolutely nothing. And didn't even manage to get my hair cut. Now, fingers crossed, because I know I said this last time, but fingers crossed, I can actually get it done this week. I've got 3 days off during the week, so I'm really hoping that this tendinitis just kind of buggers off a bit and I'm not in too much pain and I can actually go and get my hair cut, because it's really driving me crazy how naughty it is. But that's basically been my day. So I was exhausted as well when I got back home. Put an alarm on for an hour so I could have an hour's nap. Bearing in mind I've actually been up since like 3 with only like half an hour nap before I went out the house. So really exhausted, couldn't keep my eyes open, put the alarm on, fell asleep. 20 minutes later, phone call from the job people that are meant to be helping me out and giving me support post me getting employment. That's what I've not been getting from them. Any real kind of support, unfortunately. It's kind of gone a bit downhill, especially since I've kind of changed mentors around. My mentor comes across on the phone a little bit like she actually doesn't give a damn and that she doesn't want to do the work. So unfortunately I am stuck with a bad mentor, so that's not giving me the help or support I need, unfortunately. But again, another fingers crossed, other things in the pipeline, so I may end up working part-time and doing some at-home part-time work to earn a little bit extra money. That's kind of getting there, but I'll talk about that another time. I'm going to get going because my eyes are drooping again still, and I don't really want to fall asleep on camera. So that is it from me this week. Sorry for the rant, but thank you if you've got this far. So if you've got this far, you obviously liked something about my rant, feel free to click subscribe. That would be super helpful and be very grateful. But that's it from me. I'm going to get going before you get really bored of me, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.